As healthcare workers, we always put our patients first. We've recently concluded a year-long survey looking into the level of satisfaction of adult inpatients at this hospital, and I wanted to share some of those results with you all today. I've been doing these surveys for a while now, and let me tell you first off that I was absolutely flabbergasted by the patient engagement level here. Seriously, out of all the patients asked to complete the survey, a remarkable 86% responded, and that may be the highest proportion I've ever seen. More responses not only provide us with more data, but it also suggests that you've created a great environment in which your patients feel comfortable expressing their views. Let's take a look at what some of these respondents felt about the care they received. We'll start with inpatients in their 20s. This group had the highest satisfaction rate of all respondents. Now, that's great, but there are a couple of influencing factors we should bear in mind that might explain why this group was more satisfied with their treatment. The group of patients in their 20s was also the group with the shortest average inpatient stay. The majority of these patients were discharged after less than a week in hospital. As such, this group is less likely to have experienced the frustration and worry that can become more of an issue with patients who have extended stays at the hospital.
Hi everyone. I'd like to talk to you all about caring for patients experiencing stress. Unfortunately, it's a phenomenon many of us healthcare professionals have first-hand experience with, but I'm going to talk about one of my patients, a newly appointed CEO of a well-known multinational company. Now, the patient had been working in high-powered roles for a long time, so it wasn't that he was unfamiliar with stress. The problem was that in his current role, he was constantly putting out fires. The business was very well known and dominated the market that it was in, but behind the scenes there were financial issues. There was always an issue that needed his urgent attention. Stress is an unpleasant experience in and of itself, but it can also cause problematic side effects. The patient also experienced weight gain and trouble sleeping as a result. The patient waited for a while before seeking help, and by the time he did, he was absolutely worn out. We worked with the patient to develop a number of coping strategies, as it wasn't possible for him to remove the main cause of stress, his job, from his life. Instead, our treatment began with reading. The patient told us that he had loved reading fiction, but hadn't read for pleasure in decades, and so one of the first changes he made was to read for an hour before bed. We needed to make sure the patient made time for activities that he enjoyed. That one small change in turn helped him to sleep better, which gave him more energy to deal with stressful situations during the day.